let's set some details on a task. I've got a task here with a subject or a name of Write Remarks for Chamber of Commerce Dinner. And I can set some more details on that. In addition to the subject and the details, I can also put in a start date and a due date. I think I'm going to do these over the weekend. So I'll set the start date as Saturday, and I really need to have it done by Sunday because it's in the middle of the week in the evening, and I won't have any other time, I don't think. I can also set the status of it. And actually, I've started it a little bit, and I could set the status here, or I could just set the percent complete. And notice as soon as I set the percent complete to 25%, automatically turn the status to in progress. Priority is, well, let's say low. In comparison to my business tasks, this is lower priority. I can also set a reminder on this task. And Sunday is definitely when I want to be reminded, but 8 a.m. is just too early. I'm unlikely to be looking at my computer at that point. So let's set a reminder about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. There's additional details I can set for this task. Let's look at the ribbon here, and up in the show group we have task is currently selected. You can tell because it's orange and kind of highlighted. And if I click on details, it's going to show me some other information, including date completed, total work, actual work, company, and so on. So if I want to put some other details in here, I might need to do that. But in this case, I don't need to. Let's go back to the task view. Now there's some other things in the ribbon I can do here, such as manage task. So if it was appropriate, I could assign this task to someone else. I could choose them from my address book here, and it would send them an email with a task request with the settings I've completed. Notice some of the options down at the bottom. Keep an updated copy of this task on my task list. Send me a status report when this task is complete. In this way, I can keep updated on what's happening with that task. I'm going to cancel the assignment, however, because this is something I'm going to need to do myself. Now, if this is a task I'm working on that someone else may be involved with, for example, my manager, I might want to send a status report. Clicking Send Status Report, it's going to say Task Status Report with the name of the task. And I could, for example, send a status report off to my manager about how we're doing on this particular task or how I'm doing on this task. I'm just going to cancel this for now. I could also, of course, mark the task as complete, or I could forward it off to someone else. I can set recurrence on this task. So if maybe there was a monthly dinner where I had to write some remarks, maybe I set it up so the third Saturday of every month I do this. That way by the next week, by the last week of each month, I'm ready for my remarks. Maybe I'm the president and I have to open each Chamber of Commerce meeting. I can set the usual recurrence settings. Now you can skip a given occurrence of it, or you can go back into the recurrence settings and remove the recurrence altogether. So it's just going to be this single task with this single due date. Of course, like any of the other items, I can categorize this. I'll put this as personal. It's not really related to business directly. I can flag it for follow-up, but it is a task, and I already have a reminder set. I can also set it as private, so that way, if it's in a format that other people could see, they won't be able to see the details. In this case, that's not necessary. And of course, I have my proofing tools, such as spell checking and others. Now, I've just put my remarks down here in the details, but remember there's other tabs in the ribbon, so in the Insert tab, I could put in business cards, files, pictures, whatever else makes sense. And I could format the text appropriately. But I'm happy with the task at this point. I'm going to save and close. And here's the updated task. Notice you can tell by the icons, there's a down arrow that indicates it's low importance. We have the details here. We can see the percentage complete, the category I've put it in, where it is, and we can tell by the color of the flag roughly what the due date is. I know it's not today because it's a very, very light red.